In this section, we are going to see how we can use different CSS properties to position different elements on a web page as we want. We will be using different properties like position, left, right, top, bottom, float, etc. to position the elements as we want. So first let us start with the position property. The position property can have 4 different values and they are static, fixed, absolute and relative. To illustrate this, I have created a web page with 4 developments and they have IDs box 1, box 2, box 3 and box 4. And I have also added the class name box commonly for all the 4. So let me first style the elements so that we will be able to see them. As of now, as we haven't added any style, we are not able to see the developments. So to access all the 4 boxes or developments, I can access it using their class name with a dot. So let me add width to be say 150 px, height also 150 px, and let me specify different colors for different boxes. So I want to access them using their ID. So it is box 1 and here let me specify the background color as pink for the first box. Let me copy this, okay, paste it here and change the ID from box 1 to box 2 and change the color to cyan. Then again paste it, change it to box 3 and change the color to gray, and one more, it is box 4 and let me change the background to say red. Now let's see how the page appears. Refresh. See, we are seeing 4 different boxes one below the other in different colors like pink, cyan, gray and red. Now the value of position can be static, relative, fixed or absolute. So the value of position is static by default. That is, even if we do not specify any value for the position property, the value will be static. So even if we add position to be static for all the boxes, nothing will change. Let's see that. Refresh. See, we are seeing them in the same order. So static is the value of position property by default, and with static we cannot use properties like left, right, top or bottom. In fact, we are going to use left, right, top or bottom to position the elements as we want along with the position property. But these 4 properties, that is left, right, top or bottom properties, will not work with static. So even if we specify some values for left, right, top or bottom properties, there will be no change to the flow of the elements. So this is the normal flow of elements on a web page where the value of position property is static. Now the next one we are going to see is fixed. So for that, let me just increase the width and height of the elements. Let me make it 700, 700. Let's see the difference. Let me refresh. See, we are seeing big boxes, 4 boxes that are too big. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to have fixed position for this one. That is, for the red box, I want to make fixed position. When we specify the value of position to be fixed and set some values for left, top, right or bottom properties, what will happen is that the element will be positioned with respect to the viewport. Viewport means the visible area of the screen. So even if some scroll bar is there and we move the scroll bar, the item will not move accordingly. Instead, it will be fixed. So suppose I want to make changes to box 4. For box 4, I want to make the position to be fixed. Okay. And using left and top, let me try to move it to some other place. So let me set the value of left property to be 900 px because already the width is set to be 700. So I am setting the left value to be 900. So it will move towards the right hand side. We will see the left, top, right and bottom properties in detail in following lectures. Okay. So left I have set the value as 900, and for top let me set the value to be say 200 px. So left is 900 and top is 200 means from here it will move 900 pixels. So this is 700, so it will move 200 pixels more, and the value of top is said to be 200 means from here it will move 200. So it will be approximately somewhere here. Okay, so let me save this and let me refresh. See, it is somewhere here. Let me reduce the width and height of this element. So let me set the width to be 150 px and also height to be 150 px. So even if we have set width and height here, it will be overwritten because we are specifying it at this level. Okay, so let me save this and let me refresh. See, we are seeing the element at this position, right? Now suppose I move the scroll bar to see the boxes given below, that is the cyan and gray boxes. Let me try to move. See, the red box is fixed and its position is not getting changed. Even if we move the scroll bars, the position of the element with fixed position is not changing. So if we set the value of position to be fixed and position it at the place where we want using left, top, right or bottom properties, it is positioned with respect to the viewport and it will not change its position even if we move the scroll bars. So in this lecture we have seen two values that we can set for the position property, and they are static and fixed. Static is the default value. So if we set the value of position to static, the elements will be displayed wherever it should be as per the normal flow of the web page. Okay, but if we set the value of position to fixed and position it using top, left, right or bottom properties, it will be positioned with respect to the viewport and it will not move even if we move the scroll bars. Then we can set two more values for the position property, and they are absolute and relative. We will see those two values in the next lecture.